Hey you guys, it's Alyssa Irene. Welcome back to my channel. It feels so good to be back. I'm not even just saying that. Never mind. No one's texting. It's just my watch telling me to stand up and not be lazy. I know it's been a very long 6 weeks since I've sat here formally and actually talked to you guys, and here I am. So I know I've had little update videos here and there, basically just saying, hey, I'm alive, like I didn't go anywhere. So I figured I would just kind of talk to you guys a little bit, give you a little overview before I jump right into today's video. First of all, thank you guys so much. I know a lot of people have been watching my videos even though I haven't been uploading, and I appreciate it. I've also been posting more on my blog the past 6 weeks because it's just been able to work like that. So my work schedule is crazy, so that allowed me to make more blog posts. And if you guys aren't following me on my blog, go ahead and check it out. Links for everything will be down in the description box down below if you guys want to go ahead and check it out. But just the rundown. So at the beginning of June, I actually got a job opportunity to be a job coach, and I was working with my local commission for the blind. So I was working a summer program with my local commission that helps young adults and high schoolers actually gain work experience through this program. So it was a great opportunity. It actually ended on Friday. Today's Monday when I'm filming this, so I just got to like enjoy my weekend for a little bit, but now I'm right back to work where I like to be. So yeah, it was a great, awesome, amazing, long, sleep deprived 6 weeks, but it was actually super worth it, and the kids were great, and I got to talk to them, just be a resource for them, and just kind of make sure they're equipped with the skills that they need when they do go out and they actually pursue a career. So that was really exciting, and I loved it. The people I worked with were great, everyone was great. It really conflicted with my uploading schedule because I was working about 50 hours a week. I would wake up at 4:45 every single morning, and I would be on the road by 5:30 because I was working an hour away. So I had to drive carpool with my dad an hour away, and then I would get done with work at about maybe like 4:30, sometimes almost 5, and then I wouldn't get back into town until almost 6 o'clock, and by that time I wanted to go, get some food, lay down, take a shower, go to bed, wake up and do it all over again. And then my weekends I really tried to just kind of balance my life out and have time with Joel and family and just like get my stuff together for those 2 days. But really good 6 weeks. So that's kind of where I've been. Also, another exciting thing I want to share with you guys is I am actually working with a business that I strongly stand by. I haven't gotten to talk about them here on my YouTube channel because I haven't uploaded. So as you can see, I have some like decorations behind me here, and one of them is actually a piece from Art for the Blind. I'll leave links and everything so you guys can go ahead and check them out. I'll try to show you here what my piece is. First of all, how cool is this? This is a custom piece. It's a wood piece from Art for the Blind, and it has my name on it, and then it just has my name in Braille as well, and then it says Happiness Matters, and then the Braille says Happiness Matters as well. I also like it because it has stars, and I have star guards, and that's kind of cool. I wanted to share this piece with you guys. So I am very grateful to be working with them on the side as well, working with their sales and things like that. So I'm really excited. Pieces of wooden art that are specific for people who are blind or visually impaired, and they meet the needs of items that otherwise aren't really sustainable. They're actually pieces that they are able to enjoy. So I have a couple examples here I want to share with you guys. So this, for example, is like an award certificate. It has the cutoff here, so it kind of identifies the origin of the top. And then it just has really great detail along the sides. They do this with lasers. The quality is really great, and it just allows people to enjoy these kinds of tangible items that they otherwise wouldn't be able to enjoy. But there are no limitations with this. So you can get anything from, certificates to diplomas to custom pieces to different kinds of words and any kind of logos or anything like that. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out their website, maybe you guys are interested in just checking out getting more information on your own customizable piece, my business email is actually down below. You guys can reach out to me through there. We can go ahead and get started and start talking about your future designs. Anyways, I'm done kind of rambling on. So today's video is actually inspired by Cayla and Matt's video that they did together. I'm talking about Cayla with a C here on YouTube and Matt from Blind to Billionaire. They collabed and they made a video basically just talking about the things that they wish they could see, the things they miss. Yeah, there are definitely some things I miss, so I was really inspired to make this video talking to you guys about the things that I miss and the things that I wish I could see. see. Go ahead and check out their video. It was really great. I could relate to a lot of the things that they were talking about. So today I'm here to share what I wish that I could still see and the things that I miss seeing. Let's do this. This one just sounds silly in general, but I actually wish that I could see my toenails. Now I know this just sounds weird, and I 9 out of 10 times tend to go get my nails done, you know, at a salon because it's a disaster if I paint my toenails, but I can't see them. So if I'm standing up and I look down at my toes and like I can't see if my toenails are chipped or anything like that, it's a little easier to see my nails on my hands. But still painting those are a disaster, so I wish I could see my toes, like my toenails. I feel like that sounds really weird, but I don't know, I wish I could just see them. And I used to love painting my nails, and now I just despise it because I just look like a 2-year-old who was just handed a bottle of nail polish, so that's just, it's kind of sad. Oh wait, I meant to put this one first. Not that these are in any order. These aren't in any order. For me, since I have Stargardt's disease, I lack detail, and obviously I have no central vision, so I really miss seeing faces. And I know a lot of people in the blind or visually impaired community always say that they wish they could see faces, but I don't think people really understand the impact that facial expressions and body language attribute to a communication standpoint. You know, walking down an aisle and seeing someone smile at me would mean more to me than just someone, you know, like saying hi to me. Like a smile is just more inviting and a lot more, I don't know, it's a different kind of experience. So of course I can see people when they get like this close to my face, but like just a couple weeks ago I went to a dinner with some coworkers and I had to text them in the group chat and was like, where are you guys sitting when I walk in, because I can't see you guys. Like I can't see what you're wearing, I can't see your face, like I would just look completely lost. So yeah, I miss it, and I think it really takes away from an individual standpoint of different people, although it does allow me to love their personalities and other features of them a lot more. But definitely seeing faces is something I wish I could see. So I could see your face if you're probably like, I don't know, like 6 inches away from my face. I could see you. Like if we're talking like this, I can see your face, but chances are if I'm looking at you and we're this close and we're talking together, don't feel self-conscious. I'm not gonna notice your pimple on your forehead or notice that your eyebrows need to be tweezed or notice that your earring is missing. Like I can't see those details. So the next thing that I wish that I could see is a skyline, and it sounds so simple, something that a lot of people are able to enjoy, but I wish that I could enjoy seeing one. So a couple of years ago, back when me and Joel were in high school, we actually went on a school trip to New York City, and that was my first real like experience going on like a real kind of trip to a big city. So in our itinerary, we were scheduled to go to the Empire State Building, and we went, and I think we went at like 7 o'clock at night. So I remember going up, getting to the top of the building. I think we took an elevator like halfway there, and then we walked the rest because the line for the elevator was too long. It was also winter. So when we got up there, I remember a lot of people were looking through like the lens things till you put a quarter in it and you can kind of see a little bit closer. I think I got a chance to look through one of them, and I mean, it didn't really do anything for me. I should have just brought some like super strength binoculars or something. I remember getting to the top and it was already, you know, dark outside, and a lot of people would just be like, oh my gosh, I see the Hudson River, oh my gosh, I see the Statue of Liberty, or there's McDonald's over there, or there's the building to the M&M's world, and I didn't get to see those things, and I just remember seeing a bunch of twinkly lights is basically the only way that I could describe it. So yeah, I'm missing a skyline. I even miss the experience when we go on road trips and seeing like horses or a pasture of cattle, and I can only imagine what it's going to be like when, you know, I get to travel some more. I just am able to enjoy things in a different way, but I miss being able to see those kinds of things. I would enjoy anything. I just wish that I was able to see those kinds of things. I'll just like zoom in as much as I can to be able to see a skyline. So I think they're really cool, and they're just something small that I wish that I could see. This kind of goes along with like looking in the sky and kind of seeing things out in the distance, but I wish that I could see the moon, and now I think something about the moon is just like kind of majestic and cool. I remember being a kid, you know, seeing the harvest moon or just seeing a full moon and being able to see like the craters and the crevices of the moon. Not so much anymore. I mean, I can tell when the moon is out and it's kind of illuminating the sky at night, and I wish that I could see those like cracks and crevices of the moon and experience, and that's why anytime if I'm on Facebook and someone posts a picture of the moon, I just like zoom it in and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. If you guys can see the moon, what I would kill to like see the moon. You know how like some people just like sit out, they look at the full moon all romantically and they're like, this is so romantic, and I'm just sitting, you know, on the ground and I'm like squinting like, is that the moon? And then it's not, and then I hear a sound and then it's just an airplane. So You guys are gonna think I'm weird. Like, this sounds so weird. So if you guys don't know, I have 2 dogs. I have a yellow lab and I have a chocolate lab. They keep me busy. They are a handful. And I love my dogs. I love my dogs to bits and pieces. Where do I go with this? So let's just talk about the seasons. So in the winter, we have a fenced in backyard. I love to not freeze my butt off outside when they're going to the bathroom. I just want them to do their business, come back inside, they can have a treat, all that fun stuff. But when you're visually impaired, it's hard. It's difficult when you choose to be nice and courteous and say, I'm gonna let the dogs out, because you freeze your butt off outside, standing 2 inches away from them. I wish I could see my dogs poop and pee. Like, from the inside of my house, looking out the window, I wish I could say, yep, she just took a poop. Yep, he just peed. Like, their business is done. It's like a reassuring feeling to know the business that they did before they come inside, because that way you're not like, oh my gosh, do they need to like poop or something? That's just me as a dog owner. So I wish that I didn't have to stand 2 inches away from my dogs, basically holding their paws while they're, you know, doing their business. I wish I could do that. I wish I could just see them drop their little turd, just feel reassured and be like, okay, they did their business, the deed is done. But I can't, so I wish that I could see that, and it sounds really weird and probably like stupid to some people. I wish I could see that. Now, dogs following you when you go to do your business, a whole different story, but I would love to not have to like be 2 inches away from my dog just to make sure that they're doing their business. I wish I could see that. I don't like thinking about scary stuff in life. I don't like to think about anything off of like Criminal Minds. I wish that like if some instance happened where someone, you know, hit our car, or, you know, someone came and tried to snatch me up, I mean, I would genuinely want to be able to see a license plate, and I can't see a license plate. I can't read one. I can't see one. I don't know what state you're from. Hell, sometimes I have a hard time figuring out what car you drive. So I wish I could see that kind of stuff. Just from like a safety point of view, I wish I could see a license plate, or maybe something sketchy's going on, you know, wherever I'm at, and I'm like, oh crap, that person's acting weird. Like, maybe I should get their license plate. And sometimes not even Zoom on my phone works. So it's like, what do? Do I just like carry a pair of binoculars with me everywhere, investigate? And like, not only that, sometimes we'll be driving in the car and Joel will be like, oh my god, look at that funny bumper sticker on the car. What? Or look at what their license plate says. What? It's something so little, and even though I can't drive, I mean, I wish I could at least see some things like that. So another thing that I wish that I could actually see is a book. I wish I could just pop open a book, read it, enjoy it, feel really sophisticated, put my little bookmarker in, la 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 la. I mean, I used to love reading as a kid, and I know now that, especially for people who are blind or visually impaired, or heck, even people who don't want to read books, they have, you know, audio books, and I love them too. I've really gotten into podcasts too lately. That's a different story. But I miss being able to like tangibly hold a book and be able to read it. Now, when I was in high school, I had textbooks just like everybody else, but they were large print, and it was really embarrassing when a lot of people would ask me like, are you carrying around an encyclopedia? And I'm like, no, this is just this is just, you know, 1 out of 4 large books just for a math book. Even then with my large books, I don't know if anyone else who's like visually impaired or anything like that has had this problem, but I didn't even find large print books to help me at all. The text was still small. They just like put everything on a big piece of paper, and the font I felt like still stayed relatively small. So I miss being able to like read, use my eyes, and actually be able to read a book. I don't know what that's like, and it would be nice. Or just going in the store and seeing a magazine cover with a tabloid, and then you just want to open it and read it, and like, I can't do that. I can't do that. So I wish I could see that stuff. Any kind of text, honestly. I know I have my magnifier and I use it to read like directions if I'm gonna cook or anything like that, but how seamless it would be if I could just pick something up and be able to read. Like, that's an actual superpower. Now that I can't read things anymore, it blows my mind that people can actually do that. And then one of the last things that I wish that I could actually see pertains to anything with detail, and I'm talking being able to just see the fine little details of a flower, or be able to go see things outside. I hear a bird chirping, what kind of bird is it? Or I think there's a squirrel in my tree, where the heck is the squirrel? Just like all those little things I wish that I could see and enjoy. I think that would just be really cool to be able to see those things with details, because even when I get super close up to things to view them, I'm not seeing it in its full potential like other people would. My visual acuity is 20/400. My eyes long gone. Like, my eyes are long gone. I wish I could just see things sharp and crisp and amazingly. I'm not colorblind, but I do tend to get colors mixed up a little bit if they're kind of in like the same shade range. I will have a hard time distinguishing them. I don't think that's just me when it comes to visual impairments. I think that's actually a pretty common thing considering that I lack detail in my vision. So that's a little frustrating sometimes, because then something that, you know, is an observation with me saying, oh, I think that's purple, and then someone saying, oh, that's blue, and then we get into like a 10-minute argument, and then I'm like, oh, like maybe it is. I wish I could just see any kind of form of detail. So those are just the things that I wish that I could see. Some of them are a little weird. Some of them are definitely a lot more on the realistic side. I'm totally content with my eyes. I just can't believe that I used to be able to see those things and now I can't anymore. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for sitting here with me today, listening to me ramble yet again. It feels really good to be back. Guys, I'm actually thinking about like launching a podcast. Like, I think that would be so cool, especially because, I don't know, I'm definitely more of like an auditorial kind of person now. And podcasts are just my jam. I love them. I'm gonna leave some links to some of my favorite podcasts down below. These podcasts that I'm listening to, some of them are more like inspirational, some of them are a lot more like business minded, some of them are just casual. In my case, they're just like girl talk, and it's actually pretty funny. So that's just an idea. If you guys think that's a good idea, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and maybe I'll start working on my podcast. That's definitely a goal of mine in 2019, is to launch a podcast, and I think that would be amazing. You guys please subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.